Okay, cool. Okay, everyone. So sorry to not be back. Okay, I have been having some of the craziest times of my life, really. Okay, the truth is that I'm going through a terrible, terrible relationship breakup, and my house burned down. So, so I am regrouping and bringing it back together. And I just wanted to be back here on Lucky Seven Tarot and Psalms and be able to just continue to share with you guys and just continue to go with my passion and spirituality and mysticism. And, I bring something unique because of my knowledge of the Bible, my knowledge of Psalms, my knowledge of Kabbalah, a little bit of astrology, tarot, etc. So I'm going to bring all that to you guys on a regular basis. I'm going to be bringing Earth today, right now at least, and then I'm probably going to be going live for the rest of the afternoon because it is a rainy, rainy day in New Orleans. It's a rainy day in New Orleans, okay? So thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, email me, okay? You can email me at www. You can email me at theharlequincafe@gmail.com if you want a personal reading, okay? These will be $10 pretty much for about 15 to 30 minutes, especially as I get started and start to build momentum with this channel, okay? So right now, I'm going to shuffle these cards. I see I have one visitor. Cool. So if you, my friend, actually I think I should be monitoring. If you, my friend, are interested in chatting or having any kind of personal reading for free, please go ahead and chat and say something to me, and let's get this party started, okay? But until then, I'm going to be doing a general reading for Earth energy, okay? At the end, I'm going to add in psalm and perhaps some kind of like, Judeo-Christian, biblical, Kabbalistic kind of stuff for you at the end to empower you and to give you inspiration, okay? And possibly to either ward off or attract certain energies to yourself, all right? So you can call me Lucky, okay? And I'd love to hear from you, all right? You can reach me at theharlequincafe@gmail.com. You can contact me for a personal reading, okay? All right, so this is for Earth energy. Oh my God, thank you for your Earth energy. Thank you for the Earth that you made and created. Adonai Haaretz, that you would inform me for the Earth energies of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, here we go. Now, what I would urge all of you, if you're interested in the tarot, it's very interesting, but you've really got to make sure that you're getting into the Bible and understand the basics, the very basics, if nothing else, a timeline, okay? And you will also be able to start tapping into the Psalms, okay? That will help you understand the Psalms, okay? Understanding the Psalms from a supernatural level, a mystical level, a prophetic level. The Psalms themselves tell the future, okay? And all kinds of great poetry and literature in general throughout all those books that we call the Bible and the Apocrypha and, the whole canon of all those things and those that are not canonized. Let's look at our Earth energy. I'm doing a modified Celtic cross. I'm actually going to I'm going to show you my modified Celtic cross here. The way I really want to do this is I want to have it where you guys are going to be able to see the cards also. So I'm just going to lay my cards out here quickly. Okay, I'm going to show you my modified Celtic cross, if you can see. Okay, I just do a basic spiral. Okay, I go in a circle. Okay, around and around. This card here, oops. This card here signifies the thing that's crossing the querent, okay? The querent, the card that signifies. The way I do this is I put this as what is in your hands to use. What can you use right now? Okay, what is at your feet? What is in your hands? How can you, capitalize? What do you have to use? This, I use this side to the left as the past. Okay, the most recent past. This card here at the top is what's in your brain and your thoughts and your goals and things like that. Okay, let me see if you can see this better. Okay, this card here is what is in your immediate future, more closer to your future. Okay, it's going to be happening coming up. Okay, this card here is again the situation. This has to do more with the environment. Okay, the environment. This card here, up here, has to do with your hopes and fears. So it's just a modified Celtic cross. And this card here has to do with the final outcome. The reason I like this modified Celtic cross is because now in this grid of 10 cards, okay, I can read the traditional Celtic cross, okay? Then I can read the the little rosary or whatever it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Bad production value. So sad. I'm a journalism student and a media student. So sorry. Okay, and ultimately I will be able to cross and start getting more and more information by reading through these lines. Okay, I love to come up with my own spreads and in general my own spells and my own prayers and things like that. So if you're ever interested in anything like that, email me, the Harlequin Cafe. Okay, all right. So right now I'm tapping into the earth energy, okay? And I see that right now earth is covered with this really great card, okay? You've got the Ace of Cups. And this is really like a high hope for you. Really, there's an altruistic energy, an energy of love and compassion that's coming to you, offers of hope and offers of romance and bliss and but not just in a kind of like basic sexy kind of way. It's my dog, Bobo. Come on, Bobo. Want to say hi? Say hi, Bobo.
Hey, Bobo. Hey, it's Bobo.
Okay, big dog. Okay, he survived the fire. Thank God. Okay, I was running, screaming for my dog. Oh my God, terrible. Okay, so this is really just an offer of hope and love and the potential that's coming to you. Okay, there's a great potential of romance, a great potential of an offer that will give you just a deep satisfaction. Okay, what's crossing you is a quarrel. Okay, maybe not even a strong quarrel. Okay, maybe something that's maybe you're not even fighting with someone directly, but maybe you're just the energy is competitive and that there are people competing for this love, someone competing for this offer, okay? And, that could be very concerning if you are competing with someone for a lover, with someone who has multiple choices and that you are trying to outshine them, okay? And I know that I'm in that situation actually right now, okay? All right, so at your feet, and in the future, I'm going to be doing I'm going to give you guys all this stuff free because I'm just starting. Like I said, I'll give you free readings if you chat to me and ask me questions, etc. If I'm able to monitor. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sub me, love me, and ring the bell, baby. Okay? All right, so this right here you have to work with is really getting over, really getting over a lot of this quarrel and a lot of this, it's like overheated passion almost, like a lot of drama, really, like a lot of stuff is coming to an end with that. And I think that this offer here is going to give you a quenching cup of water, okay? Just give you a sense of relief that's going to help you and empower you to deal with this general kind of quarrel atmosphere. It might not even be one person, it may be multiple people that you're dealing with. Just a negative atmosphere, but this cup of water is coming to you that's going to refresh you, okay? In the past, we're seeing earth energy really being about the money, really being very focused about earning, really being focused about creating a tangible sense of success. And I want to say, especially with the Ace of Coins here and the Ace of Cups here, we're seeing a lot of new beginnings and successful endeavors that are both in love and we'll say finance, okay? Or I'll say the material world, you know. And we have to remember that this is really going to encapsulate not only money, but this is going to encapsulate your livelihood. This is going to be your work. This is going to be your home. This is going to be a lot of strong physically manifest things that are all about this earth energy in this reading in general, okay? So to be earth covered with water, water upright, we really have to consider that it's a fresh rain almost that's falling on you, that's going to really soothe you. And that's something that I know a lot of people are waiting for. In your hopes, well, at least in your goals and your thoughts, in your agenda, you're really trying to get your money together, okay? Not only get your money together, but get your bills paid, get your employees paid, okay? Like I said, my house burned down. Oh my God. Okay, I have an intern. Oh my God, my poor intern had to pay her, to my tenants, you know, and deposits back and things like that, you know, dealing with insurance and dealing with just the you know, other property caught on fire next door. So, you know, the challenge here is that you are really trying to manifest, bringing in the resources that you need, even if there have been challenges and adversity, okay? A lot of that adversity is coming to an end. You're gonna be able to move forward with receiving the money, okay? Receiving the money that you need because you're following your goal. You have to stay in your manifestation, okay? Here coming up in the future, we see that this is the Eight of Pentacles, okay? And this guy here is working like a badass, okay? Now, I love this card because I can easily draw this analogy. This does not have to be rocket science. This is what you are good at, okay? So me, for instance, I see all these incredible astrologers and these incredible tarot readers and things like that, and they're, you know, they're on here, they're making a killing. I've got to do the same because I can do this and I love it. I'm very passionate about it. I read tarot all the time and I've done it for maybe 20 years, okay? So, you know, this guy, I love this card because you can really say that this guy just bakes cookies. It's really easy. It's really easy for me to read tarot. It's really easy for me also. I'm a teacher. I'm a great teacher. It's really easy for me to be around children. It's really easy for me to do certain things, okay? And there's really easy for you, especially earth energy, to do some things, okay? Maybe you can bake oatmeal cookies. That's what this is, okay? This guy is just baking oatmeal cookies, oatmeal cookies, oatmeal cookies, oatmeal cookies, and turning $1, okay? It does not have to be rocket science. It has to be done well. Okay? So you guys are really fortunate, okay? So I'm going to later get into the lucky part of all this stuff because what we're seeing still, what's surrounding your Ace of Cups is money, okay? What's surrounding your Ace of Cups is money, all right? Okay, you've got a renewal in the spirit, okay? And you've got lots of money and resources coming to you, all right? Now, what we've got in the situation here is that, and again, coupled with this card, this really makes me concerned about people being injured, okay? This makes me concerned that some of you need to sit in recovery, okay? That some of you need to reserve your energy and really, you know, pull your energy into yourself so that you're recharged and revitalized and able to start handling some of these things that are coming up for you, okay? Especially this workload that's coming up. Okay, you really want to be careful of, you really want to be careful of overworking yourself. This is a really good opportunity coming up here, but you know, and maybe that you've actually already started this opportunity. Yeah, you've already started this opportunity and you're on the grind, but you need to not hurt yourself, okay? You've got to make sure that you're sitting down and making sure that you're also negotiating your terms and creating proper boundaries for yourself, okay? What I see is the environment is very rich and prime with energy, okay? You know, and you have to realize that this is a phallic symbol, okay? You have to realize that the Page of Wands here, I'm sorry if I didn't say that, the Page of Wands here can be male or female. And regardless if it's a male, you see it's a flamboyant, fabulously dressed male. I completely relate to this card, okay? And you notice them admiring this phallic power, okay? It piques their interest. They're sexually charged from this, Okay, the atmosphere itself has a certain sexual vibration. Okay, and has a certain passionate, fiery energy. As we continue to see wands, 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 along with your pentacles. All right. Your challenge is to transform that uh, that contentious fiery energy that we had and transform it into a creative fiery energy. Okay, and what you have the benefit of is being very grounded naturally as earth signs. Okay, what we have in your hopes and fears. Okay, this card right here really makes me think of how we're going back to that concept of healing. Okay, you're hoping for rejuvenation. You're hoping to have renewal and healing. You're hoping for divine intervention also. Okay, you're hoping for a miracle, I think, also. Okay, some of you are in prayer and meditation. Some of you are almost like going into a cave like a bear and just hibernating for a little bit and kind of recharging and refocusing yourself. What we have as a final outcome is we have the World card. Okay, now the World card means many, many things, but obviously it's the end of a cycle. However, we see that this one is reversed. Okay, now what I like to see about this card, right side up, it has to do with the integration of the world, the integration of the hermaphrodite, the male and the female, the integration of these beastly animals, including mankind, the integration of mankind with the beastly animals, the integration of mankind with the archetype. Okay. Also, if you know the Bible, that these are the four angels that were in Ezekiel's vision. Okay, the Merkabah. All right. Okay, so these are the four angels that surround God. This is Michael, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, okay, and Gabriel. All right. These angels are sitting here, but it's reversed. Okay. This means a separation of powers. This means a dissolution of agreements, okay, of cosmic agreements, all right? What I don't see is a lot of kind of stars and moons kind of cards right here, so I'm not going to try to pretend that I know more about astrology than I do, or even more about the astrological correspondence of these cards, because my focus is more on a Kabbalistic perspective. So let's get a bird's eye view here again. See what we can do. Okay, see if I can get this for you. Okay, so now we're going to start looking across. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is we've got to consider that there is this downtime being crossed, possibly with an offer to help you heal and to help you finish these quarrels. Okay, all right, and you've got a lot of angelic assistance helping with this. Okay, now I'm going to read across this way. Okay. And I tell you, this is like super brief and super rough because I haven't done this in a minute. Okay, now I'm looking here with temperance in the world. Okay, here, I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My tripod's burned. I can't do it. All right. So what we've got here is we've got actually it's upside down. There we go. This is a divine. This has to do with karma. This has to do with divinity. Okay, this has to do with an ultimate healing. Okay, this has to do with a deep spiritual healing and a deep spiritual uncovering. Okay, this has, you know, people talk about karma, but, you know, what we really want to do is we want to dig in this life while we can. All right, we want to dig into our lives. We want to heal the karmic lessons that we've got to, the karmic wounds, and learn the karmic lessons that we've got to learn. Okay. We've got to dig into our lives, and we can't let the material world be too much of a distraction, okay? So that's what's coming up for that earth energy, okay? You may not be coming to a full, complete finish and a complete healing, but you are coming to a place where you're going to have a greater perspective, you're going to have a greater position for your own healing, okay? And you're going to be able to draw in the resources that you need to establish yourself, to fortify yourself, and to fortify your own business and endeavors, okay? I see the environment is charged with energy, as I already said, and that is taking you to, again, this disillusion, separating, I don't want to say separating yourself, but this is a bit like really considering what are the influences in your life. Really stopping and saying, how am I influenced by my money? How am I influenced by my romantic life? How am I influenced by my family? How am I influenced by my shadow? Okay, etc., etc. Really stopping it and examining yourself. Okay, and you're going to have time to do this. You're going to have the time to examine yourself. Okay, you're going to be working hard at even examining yourself in the sense of self-examination. You're going to be working hard at healing. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to, if you have any questions, feel free. Okay. Now I'm going to pull up here. So now I'm going to cross over. Okay. And we're going to basically go into a luck reading. Okay. Looks as if the feed was delayed. But if you didn't hear me, I said now we're going to go into the luck portion of this reading, okay? These are some awesome gold-plated cards I have. Gold-plated, okay? These survived the fire, all right? I was looking through the rubble of the ruins of my house. Found my gold-plated waterproof cards. All right, so they're going to join us today, all right? So now I'm going to cross this over, and we're going to look and see what is crossing you. Okay, it says chat is enabled. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to do a luck spread, and this is a 7-card spread I do. It really is a 9-card spread I do. I call it Lucky 7, but it's really a 9-card spread. Go figure. Okay. Contrary little Scorpio. Okay, shaking it up. Here we go. So this card is going to be you. You can't see it. It was burned in a fire. It's a 7 of spades. We're going to see what's at your left and your right that are resources for you. We're going to see what kind of things that you can gravitate toward yourself. We're going to look at your secret advantage. And we're going to look at the wild card. Okay, I see a wild card here where you don't know how that can be. Then I'm going to pull 2 secret cards. We're going to keep these face down. And then after that, you'll be able to see how you can support the situation with the wild card and support yourself and continue to repel or attract certain energies into your life. Okay? Again, I apologize for the production value, but I'm going to show you this. It's super simple. Okay. Let's see if we can see it. All right. So this is you. This is to your left and your right. These are the things you want to attract to yourself. This is your kind of like secret weapon. You can see that? Secret weapon. And this is the wild card where we don't really know what the heck that guy's, you know, you don't necessarily know what that's, okay. All right. So you guys feel free to practice this spread also. What I like about using these gold cards is that they actually have gold in them. They are gold-plated cards, okay? And what I like about the element of gold, not only having my rising sign Leo, my moon sign is Cancer, my ascendant is Scorpio, but what I really like about these gold cards is that I can really attract things with them. You know, I really think that maybe the element of gold allows me to attract things, including money, including people, including love and romance and things like that. So, all right, it's really important for you guys. I also have some real silver, real gold. Just really get into the minerals and the elements, as long as you can get them in a, you know, fairly sourced, you know, equitably sourced way. Okay, not like blood diamonds and all that stuff, and blood quartz and whatever. All that stuff is also controversial. Okay, so here you are. You are really the 7 of clubs here. Okay, what I'm seeing is that you are lucky because you have an advantage. You have a high ground. Okay, as an earth sign, you've got the high ground. Okay, my recommendation for you is to use the high ground. Absolutely. Okay, what you've got to your left and to your right. Okay, we've got the 9 of diamonds. Okay, this again is specifically about attracting money to you. Okay, You, again, with this business, or whatever endeavor that we've started here, whatever thing that is allowing us to work and actually bringing us to our higher vibration and our higher calling and giving us that sense of relief and possibly even attracting love to us, I don't know. Okay, but maybe this is someone's pet project. Maybe this is a business that someone has launched. Maybe this is a new job and a new position in general, but it's really satisfying and it's going to continue to be satisfying. Okay, this is going to pay you. This is going to bring money to you. You are lucky because you have the high ground and money is going to come to you and fall toward you. What you want to continue to attract to yourself. Okay, now this is the Three of Cups. The way that this Three of Cups is, what you want to attract to yourself is this is actually in the reverse position. This is how I read. I have my own code of reading these cards. This is actually Three of Cups in the reverse position. We can also see because of the two hearts are downward. Okay, is that you really want to start vetting your friends. You really want to vet the people around you. You want to be careful of indulgence and intoxication and things like that. You want to bring the coolest people around you and get the people who are haters out. Okay, you were lucky because you're going to have an opportunity not only to have the high ground, not only to have serious resources coming to you, but you're going to really be able to start to edit your crew, really your entourage. All right, you want to really have people who are solid around you, absolutely, who are in it for the long haul. Well, you continue to draw to, and this now this is more of a psychological, mental position in this reading. So you want to consider your thoughts, okay? Maybe even writing down, making a list of people you want and people that are suspect and people that you want to leave, okay? And it's kind of like dismissing, almost like firing people. And that may even be in your specific job, that you may be looking at people to be like, you've got to go, you can stay, so that we can keep this moving. Okay, and what you've got to actually attract these things is staying power. This is the Joker reversed, okay? Now this guy is me right now, hanging out, posting up, playing with his dog, okay? Chilling, you want to have that, you want to have that staying power, and you want to have that ability to stay very focused on the small things. Okay, stay focused on your world. Stay focused on building that seed. Okay, so I have some friends who grow cannabis, and each little cannabis seed. If I went to this cannabis expo in Hawaii, and it was, these guys are selling a box of seeds for $500. Okay, now even one of those seeds, okay, is worth maybe $50. You get, no, it's $100. You have 5 seeds. You got a vial of 5 seeds. It's $500. Okay, so each one of those seeds is worth $100. So what you've got to do is you've got to really focus on your seed. You've got to really focus on your business and your craft. You've got to focus on digging down and doing a really good job and establishing something that is going to have the staying power, something that fulfills you and something that pays you. Okay, that gives you the emotional fulfillment and the monetary fulfillment. Our wild card here is the Two of Clubs, okay? We've got to consider that, this is the wild card. This has to do with planning. This has to do with strategizing. This has to do with finding an ally or a partner, okay? There may be some things that you need to outsource, okay? There, either temporarily or you may even need a consultant for some things that you don't know. And I'm seeing that again with the world here, is that, you may need to be doing some outsourcing, okay? You may need to be separating certain parts of your business, whatever earthly endeavor it is, and really focusing on making sure this is set, making sure this is set, making sure this is set, making sure this is set. And what you cannot do, this is not like the Six of Swords, for instance, where it's just, really about getting your shit together and moving on. But, this is about partnering up with people to do things that you cannot do, okay? So you've really got to stick to your strengths, okay? You've got to get rid of the people who can't do anything for you, and you've got to call in the people who can do, okay? And it can be very much about the business, okay? Let's see how we can support this wild card, and you bringing in people and resources, outsourcing, whatever you need to do. Maybe you need to get a virtual assistant. okay, who is doing some of the minor tasks for you. Okay, maybe you need someone, maybe you're not a plumber and you're down there trying to, do some plumbing. It's not for you. Okay, call a plumber. All right. All right, let's see how we can support these. We're supported with the 3 of clubs and the 8 of clubs. So lots of rapid communication. Okay, you've got lots of communication, and again, you're supported with this partnership. Okay, there may be a crew or a group that you can approach that has resources or a list of resources. There may be other people doing something similar to you that you can join up with, like in a group or a league or a union or something, and they have resources for you to start putting these things together. Okay, and then you're gonna find that key missing contractor you need. Okay, through that group. Okay, so keep your communication open. Okay, keep either if you're putting resumes out or you're receiving resumes or something like that. Just keep it flowing. Okay, make sure that you're getting lots of resumes in. Make sure that you're putting lots of resumes out. Okay, you want to keep this money moving. Okay, you want to keep this money moving. Keep the money working for you. And the way I like to think about money is, again, an analogy with my dog, because it's like a pet. It's like, a butler or something. Money should be working for you at all times. Okay, money should not be annoying you. Money should not be getting on your nerves. Money should be well-behaved, like a well-behaved dog. It should come when you say come. Okay, it should go out when you tell it to go out. Okay, and that's what you've got to focus on. And if you need to get in more professional help to do that, I absolutely would. Okay, so if anyone here is, I got a visitor. If anyone here is interested, feel free to ask me some questions. I want to make sure that the chat is enabled. Okay, I'm actually going to test it here on my own account. Okay, cool. So the chat is enabled. If you would like to have a reading or have any questions or want anything specific, please feel free to ask me now. Otherwise, I'm going to start my water reading. Okay. And this will be for the water signs. Oh, I forgot the Psalms. Right? It's tarot and Psalms, right? Okay, so now let's look at the Psalms here. I'm actually going to get rid of all these cards. Okay, and now we're going to get into the power of the Psalms. Now, if anyone has ever read the book from Anna Riva, Power of Psalms, you will see that there is a huge mystical background behind that. Obviously, the Bible in general is going to have a massive mystical background. You have to remember that Moses was well-versed and trained and educated in Egypt as royalty. He had, he was given, I'm sure he perused the documents of Imhotep. I'm sure he's, done incredible things. He took, 700 people out of Africa into Israel, okay? You cannot underestimate the mystical power of the Hebrew scriptures. Now we even get to Jesus or Yeshua. Where did he run away to as a child? His family escaped to Egypt, Africa. Okay? Again, he studied. What did he do upon returning from Africa? He began teaching at 12 years old. Okay? So we cannot underestimate the power of the Psalms, and we cannot underestimate the mystical power of the scriptures. Okay, so now I'm going to get into okay, sorry I didn't have that ready. But now we're going to see which psalm in particular that we are looking for. Okay, give me one second. Grab the book. Okay, and now the thing that you have to remember, if you're using these psalms in a magical way, we're going to look here. Okay, I'm looking at Psalms 112. Okay, when you open the Bible or the book to a specific page or specific, it's called bibliomancy. Okay, you can look it up. All right, so So I'm doing a little bit of that right now. I'm looking at Psalm 112. I'm going to read it to you, and I know it's going to be specific to your situation, okay? After I read this psalm, I'm going to tell you some ways that you can possibly apply it in a magical sense or candle lighting, Anariva kind of sense, all right? It says, "Blessed be the man who fears the Lord, who finds great delight in his commands. His children will be mighty in the land. The generation of upright will be blessed. Wealth and riches are in his house, and his righteousness endures forever. Even in darkness, light dawns. For the upright, for the gracious and compassionate righteous man, good will come to him who is generous and lends freely, who conducts his affairs with justice." That reminds me a lot of that Six of Pentacles. "Surely he will never be shaken. A righteous man will be remembered forever." Okay? And that reminds me of the King of Pentacles. "He will have no fear of bad news. His heart will be steadfast and trusting in the Lord. His heart is secure. He will have no fear. In the end, he will look in triumph on his foes. He has scattered abroad his gifts to the poor. His riches endure forever. His horn will be lifted high in honor. The wicked man will see and be vexed. He will gnash his teeth and waste away. The longings for the wicked will come to nothing." Okay? Fascinating, okay? So now what this is really talking about, this is actually suggesting that, and the way this really fits into the reading is that, these riches are coming to you, okay? This success and prosperity is coming to you in a way that could be lasting and permanent and could create a nice legacy for you, okay? So that is what you really want to figure. It's talking about generations of the upright will be blessed, okay? This is talking about you and others, like you having something that you can leave, okay, maybe to other people, I don't know, okay, maybe that you're getting information and downloads that you're able to impart to other people, okay? So that's a great psalm. All right, now I want to talk about how you can apply this in a way to help manifestation, where you can start to attract these certain energies into your life. Now, as an earth reading, and as this seemed very focused on work and business, is that I would recommend for you either a green candle, orange candle, brown candle, okay? A green candle is going to really emphasize the kind of Venusian power, which will give you, just a lot of really focus on monetary success, and a lot of like wealth and riches. If you have a brown candle, this will help bring success, but also a certain level of stability to your business and grounding and permanence, okay? You could try a gold candle. I wouldn't do a gold candle in and of itself until you've worked up to that, because it's kind of like a crowning energy where you just become like, on the next level. So if you're not that next level yet, don't do a gold candle. Okay, so you can take this. Now what I would do is I would read Psalm 112. I would look for a specific verse, 1, 2, or 3 verses, something like that, or a section of verses that you really resonate with. Write it out by hand on a piece of parchment paper. Okay? Roll that parchment paper, and I maybe should have a better demo for you. You want to, I'm going to use this piece of paper. Okay, so say any old scrap of, I prefer brown paper bag, parchment paper, something that you consistently dedicate to this type of candle work if that's what you choose to do. You want to have a piece of paper. You want to write out the verses that you like by hand. Just write it out by hand, verbatim. It does not matter if you are in the New International or whatever version of the scripture that you're in, okay? It matters that you write it out by hand, okay? That you write the entire thing out. You can write the entire chapter out if you like. Roll it toward yourself, okay? Once you write that out. Now, I can have my piece of paper here. I can have it closed. I can write my name, okay? Now, in this situation, I would use the number of 4 for permanence and stability, business, things like that, okay? Property, things like that, okay? I would write and me being in real estate, I would use specifically a brown candle, okay? 1 brown candle or 4 brown candles. I would write the verses that I liked. I would write my name 4 times over my name. I would draw a pentagram, okay? An attracting pentagram, okay? Then you want to place this piece of paper, your candles, everywhere, somewhere very safe. If you would like to use herbs and sprinkle herbs or use special oils, you can do all of that, and that moves into other religious practices, but we just want to focus on this basic thing. You want to light this candle, okay? Set it in the east as the sun rises, okay? You want to set this candle in the east. You want it to burn, okay? And leave it alone, okay? Leave it alone. Once that's done, you can take this piece of paper. The candle is probably melted over it or whatever. Whatever is left of this, you want to take this piece of paper. You want to go to your front yard or the front of your house, or if you're in an apartment or something, okay? And this is also good to have a potted plant. And now you can either bury this in the ground at the front of your house, okay? Or in a plant, or hide it somewhere where no one's going to disturb it. If you are not able to do that, you may burn it. Take your ashes, sprinkle them out in the front of your threshold area, okay? Of the front of your house, all right, my friends? Okay, so, and then leave it alone. Continue to work, continue to manifest on the physical plane, and trust and know that those psalms are working for you, and that your spirits are praying for you and praying those same verses, okay? So now you may take it further by invoking certain angels or deities, okay, that are going to be compatible in a Judeo-Christian concept, okay? Or any kind of Abrahamic concept, whether that's Islamic and Sufi, whether that is Kabbalistic and Jewish, whether that is Christian mysticism and just general Christianity, Protestantism, whether it's Catholicism, whatever, okay? You want to make sure that everything is in alignment, okay? And that's it, really, okay? So I wish the best of luck to you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. If it works for you, let me know. I'm going to move on to the water reading. Now, the thing I would recommend to you, if you don't want to use a candle, is that you can, you don't really need to use a candle, okay? If you don't use a candle, I would sit and meditate over the parchment, okay? 4 minutes, 14 minutes, 40 minutes, really maybe 4 or 40 minutes kind of thing, okay? If you want to sit and do that. And I would do that for 7 days, okay? I would find a time, maybe even 4 minutes. I would sit and I would meditate for 4 minutes over this piece of parchment, still set up in the east, everything's still the same, okay? And you meditate for 4 minutes for 7 days, and then you can go and bury this and do all that same stuff again. Okay, my friends, let me see. Oh, cool, thank you so much. I'm so happy you liked it, okay? Just remember to like, remember to sub me, love me, and ring the bell, baby. Okay? Okay, so if you'd like to go over to the water signs, I'll see you over there. Thanks. Bye.